want the scoop, inside scoop on this game and all things Trojans, be sure to sign up for the 3 Torches presented by Smart and Final. It's a free newsletter that'll hit your email inbox 3 times a week with game info, player insights, and more. Go to usctrojans.com/3torches and sign up. The Women's Spotlight is brought to you by Sprouts Farmers Market. Open 7 days a week. Visit your neighborhood Sprouts for good-for-you groceries and great prices on the freshest produce. Like I mentioned, it's the Women's Spotlight. Welcome back to Trojans Live. I'm your host, Keely Orr, joined by the All-American Sean Cody. Our next guest is sophomore Emma Charney of women's tennis. Emma, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
Now, you concluded the fall season, I will say, at women's tennis. Can you explain how the seasons work? Because I feel like I'm used to, fall season only, spring season only, but you guys are year-round, right?
Yeah, we're basically year-round. So even though this wasn't like our main season, it felt like our main season. I've been gone like so much. So in the fall, we are mainly competing like in individual tournaments. So this season I had 4 tournaments, and then the spring is our main season where we compete as a team and have dual matches, and that's when the team NCAAs and individuals tournaments occur.
Well, tell us about your season, your fall season. It sounds like you killed it. Some wins. What do you got? How was your fall?
Yeah, it was awesome. Well, to start, I started on like kind of a rough note. Couldn't really find my game, and like it was very frustrating. And then our last 2 tournaments were regionals and fall nats. In fall nats, you have to qualify. So I went to regionals, kind of had a rough start, and went to regionals with like a completely new mindset. And it's a long tournament. So I started off like 2 matches the first day, which is a lot on the body, and continued to build my game and my mindset for each match, and ended up like having such a great week, and I couldn't have done it like without my teammates and my coach. So if you final that tournament, you qualify for fall nats. So I qualified for fall nats, which is like a super big accomplishment. And then I ended up making the semis, and the tournament was only 32 players, so it was like the best college players right now. So I'm super happy with how my fall ended, and can't wait to like translate that into the spring.
So all that changed was the mindset, and that's what clicked in your game. What was that mindset item? So it wasn't technique stuff. It was just something clicked in your mindset.
Well, honestly, I just started playing my game. Like my game, I like to like use variety, very gritty. Like I'll work for every point. So I kind of just started playing my game and had my mindset, and made sure I had a clear strategy for every point, every game. And yeah, I can get like a little negative sometimes on the court. So I had to make sure to like be positive, and my coach was like a really big help in that matter. So yeah, there was a few things I just had to put together to like make sure I'm playing my best tennis.
Now that you look back on it, how do you evaluate the growth you made from the mental standpoint? Like, as you mentioned at the start of the season, you weren't where you wanted to be, and yet you finished at the semifinal level just this past weekend. How would you evaluate how you've grown in that sense?
Yeah, I've grown a lot in that sense, honestly. And it's also helped me to build confidence. Like, I don't think I could have ever finished how I did without the confidence, and that's just like playing more matches, beating good players to help me like feel like I can play my best, and also just putting in all the hard work has really helped me like build confidence and get to where I've gotten so far.
You talked about your game a little bit, being gritty out there. Now, as far as technique, are you a net player? Are you back off the net, backhand, forehand, service? Where's your game? Where's your strength at?
Well, I'm happy if I hit like 1 volley a match. So yeah, the net is not really
off the net.
Yeah. I like to play defense, but I've recently been trying to incorporate offense and trying to take away time, step into the baseline. But yeah, my favorite shot's my backhand, so I like to, pin aside or try to wear down my opponent, because I'm just going to make more balls than them, and I like to like be gritty and use my fitness, so no matter what it takes, like I'll stay on the court as long as it takes to beat you.
Yeah.
Someone we've had on the show multiple times is Erin Caetano, and that's someone who I believe this fall you became doubles partners with. What was that process like to become partners with her?
Yeah, it was super fun. Obviously, she's very experienced, 5th year. So it's been super fun. Like, we started at All-Americans. We had a great run, and then played regionals and fall nats. But yeah, by the end, I mean, she was just calling all the plays. Like, she's very good at doubles, so it was really cool to like have her help me and just like show me the ropes. And I think we made a really good team, and it was super fun to start playing together, and hopefully we'll get to play more in the spring.
So fall's over. spring's coming up. Where are we at? Are we in training time? Are we doing heavy lifts? Are we doing
She
just
just
technique?
finished a tournament, Sean.
What are we doing here? We got to get ready for spring, Keely. We're not playing
Okay,
around this year.
coach.
We're taking
Yeah.
it to spring.
You gotta get that ring.
Where's the training at
Of
right now?
course.
So right now we just entered 8 hours again.
Okay.
So sadly we like can't practice that much. But hopefully we'll do some like heavy fitness and stuff since we're not competing anymore. But it's definitely like more limited practices, which just means more practicing on our own.
So it's a little bit off right now. And then when is the big push start coming?
Beginning of January.
Okay.
Yeah, we start competing like the second weekend of January. So
How do you stay focused? I mean, that's such a holidays and eating and all that stuff, but then you're right back in it in January. How do you stay focused for the next couple of months?
yeah, it is tough, but I mean, we're all so committed and we all have the same goals. So I know like even when we go on our winter break, like all of us will still be training at home, getting in shape, staying in shape, and getting ready to come to the spring to just bring it.
Who's a pro that you like to watch, or you kind of tailor your game after?
Honestly, I'm not really sure who I'd tailor my game after.
So who do you enjoy watching then?
Yeah, on the women's side.
Yeah. Or men's, women's, whatever.
Well, I definitely like to watch. I like to watch Serena. But now I'd say Coco Gauff. Like she's so inspiring.
Yeah.
I mean, she's younger than me, and she has such a good game. And what she's like done. I mean, I can't believe she won U.S. Open, which is super inspiring. So I like to watch her. Yeah.
Your sister plays at Michigan. What's that like having someone at that same, your peer is your sister in that sense?
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm super happy for her. She's loving it so far. We always train together, like over Thanksgiving break. Like we'll be hitting every single day. So it's super fun to like continue to push each other and motivate each other. But yeah, we're actually playing Michigan in February.
Wow.
So that will be insane. I don't think we'll play each other though, because that would make a war.
Civil War, that'd be
So you
Yeah.
must have grown up playing against each other and competing. Were you guys ultra competitive growing up in tennis?
Yes, yeah. We've always been super competitive. We've only actually competed against each other once in doubles.
Did the parents go half jerseys, or what,
Yeah.
how did the support go on that?
I don't remember. Like we were so young, but I'm sure I don't know what they're gonna do. Probably hat USC, shirt Michigan when we go up there in February. But yeah, it's super fun to see us both like at such a high level in college tennis.
Awesome. Well, Emma, thank you so much for the time. Good luck with the next couple months and with January and how that starts up. Trojans Live is sponsored by Pechanga Resort Casino, proud partner of USC football. Next up is the football roundtable with Sean and I, kind of the football ping pong segment, I guess, Sean.
I don't know, just a talk.
Stay tuned. We'll be next.